Shalom to you all from everywhere you listen to me from. This is Ambassador Dr. Adekunle Badmus, the Global President of the Global Clusters Worldwide. Today is Mind Surgery Revolution. I'm super excited because at every Mind Surgery Revolution, by the time the surgeon of the day, did share his story with Mind Surgery on us, and we all learn a lot and we all move forward. So before we do that, we want to share our video on my surgery, then our the 001 surgery revolution will be part of the me. We will give us an opening entrance, then we take it off from there. Let's have this.
Imagine a world where your mind is your greatest ally. Welcome to the Mind Surgery Revolution by the Global Clusters. This movement is all about transforming your inner world, building mental resilience, cultivating mindfulness, and overcoming the barriers within. At Global Clusters, we believe in the power of introspection and self-awareness to heal, elevate, and empower. Through emotional intelligence and cognitive growth, we can unlock our full potential and face life's challenges with clarity and strength. Think about it. Leaders today are overwhelmed by expanding expectations and digital distractions. But by prioritizing core values and focusing on what truly drives us, we can navigate this complex world with ease. The history of neurosurgery, with pioneers like Harvey Cushing, shows us the incredible advancements in understanding our brains. Similarly, the Mind Surgery Revolution invites you to revolutionize your mindset, just as brain surgery has revolutionized treatment. Even cutting-edge brain-computer interfaces are showing us the limitless potential of the brain's plasticity. But it's not just about technology. Holistic health approaches, like those from Dr. Rangan Chatterjee, emphasize the crucial connection between mind and body. Transform your mind, and you'll transform your world. Be part of the Mind Surgery Revolution by joining us at theglobalclusters.org. Stay tuned for updates, events, and tools to elevate your mental resilience and well-being. Every meeting matters. Don't miss your chance to grow with us.
Every meeting matters, and don't miss your chance to grow with us. It's Mind of the Global Clusters. So we'll dive into it immediately. I want to call on our guest speaker today, our my surgeon of the day, which is Ambassador Dr. Anagu Augustine. The president is going to share a story to motivate us, and everyone is listening, so that every youth all over the world can reference to this story. We can come up with a review, AI video, diction voices, so that we can share to everyone worldwide. Ambassador Dr. Anagu, please, you have the floor. Before you have the floor, okay, Dr. Misha is not here. Okay, so Dr. Anago, please, you have the floor now. So you're going to speak with us in the next 20 minutes about your story, your growing up as a young man, how was it, and all of that, so that every youth out there can learn from you, and they can build their capacity, and it can be my sojourn to them. Over to you, sir.
Morning, everybody. Can you hear me well?
We can hear you. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. Hi, good morning, good afternoon, according to your location around the world. I'm Ambassador Anagu Augustine, the Global Chairman of UNIRO. It is very, very, very interesting of sharing of our experiences. It is not just a day job, but it is acquired experiences right from childhood. And though situation might not allow me to envelop all, but I think by God's grace, you are going to pick things out of it. You know, it is all about life, and the life is very, very good and interesting when you have a focus. not only focusing integrity. At the same time, that is a very good vision in moral instruction. That's why I used to tell people that the first teacher is parents. But in my own case, I was last born and very small. In fact, that I cannot even identify my father. Our mother, a widow, have 6 of us in just a muddy house in a village. Well, I come from the village in Anambra State of Nigeria, precisely in on 7th December 1964, before the Civil War. I was a child during that very Civil War, but it was not easy, but I have to remember a lot of things that happened then, running from soldiers throwing of bombs, covering of zinc, we have no zinc, covering of fire when you want to cook in the night, hiding in bunkers and bushes, eating food without salt, eating a lot of things, both lizard and whatever may come across you eat, so that you have something in your belly. It was not easy. But thank God that I survived the Kwashiorkor and the rest of the team. A lot of sicknesses only come up. Thank God. My mother, very, very caring mother, though I lost her this year, or maybe last year, 4th of November. She deceased at the age of 115. I lost her, Elizabeth by name. Okay. But when I grew up, after my schooling and kindergarten and primary, I traveled to Lagos and Maiduguri. I was in Maiduguri 20 years, and it was in Maiduguri that I married and I have my children over there. Because of certain situation, I have to marry at the age of 21.
Sir, sorry, sir. Sorry,
No.
sir. Sorry, sir. Sorry, sir.
Hello?
Could you use the mic properly? Sorry, sir. It's kind
Are
of
you-
not clear enough.
Oh.
Can you use the mic properly, sir? Thank you. I think the network.
Yes, because he's like that because he's actually on transit. So please, we will just bear with him, you know,
Okay.
and I think he will be coming in again. Um, mind surgery. When we talk about mind surgery revolution, I have some things to say while we expect our guest speaker to reconnect with us again. He's already sharing his story and it's very interesting during the Civil War, what happened and how he got married early at 20 something, And when he comes back, he will be talking to us. But while he's talking to us, I want everyone today to understand the place of the mind. The mind itself is like a being. You must see it like that. The mind is a being. It's a being that needs all the nutrients to grow. Okay, our guest speaker is back. Let's have you, sir. Over to you, sir. Ambassador Dr. Anna Augustine. Go ahead, sir.
Hello? Okay, can
Go
you
ahead.
hear
We
me
can
now?
hear you now. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
it's clear now. Thank you,
It's
sir.
clear now.
Okay. 1980, 8th of May I went to Meduguri, Borno State, at the age of 15 as a trader. It was the time that Meduguri was called Home Office. Nobody had a
Mr. Shay, can anyone hear him? Am I the only one not hearing him?
Yeah, same here, same here. I just want to verify that.
So, I think maybe it's network. Dr. Anago, can you hear us?
hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. So sorry because of the location. That is why the website and network is not stable.
Mm.
So, uh, so some places maybe.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Coming and going. You travel and always on the move. So not central. The problem of Boko Haram. Everybody was afraid of being attacked.
Wow, the network glitch is much this morning, and uh, we will just manage it. Is on transit and is going off and on. Having said that, I was talking about the mind as a being because you have to treat it like that. I discovered that the major issues we have in our dear nation and in our dear continent is the issue of the mind. The major issue we have is the issue of the mind. Um, the mind, the mind is should be treated like a being where you ensure you feed it with the right nutrient that it needs. You know, as a clustarian, I want us to take cognizance of that with conscious efforts. With conscious efforts. I want us to take cognizance of that with conscious effort. The reason for this, just like your body needs the right nutrient, like our O01 for microkinetics taught us on Saturday. You understand? I don't know when people don't have time to join the meeting. You should go on YouTube, subscribe into the Global Clusters, turn on all notifications, and always get the meeting. There are things that will add a lot of value to you. Now, you see, the reason why people break down easily is because their mind did not have the right nutrient. Just like the body can break down easily if the body did not have the right nutrient. The body can be prone to different kind of diseases, if you did not put the right nutrient into it, if you did not give it all that it needs. You understand? For instance, we used to say if you are above 40, you need to be conscious of the kind of food you eat. Your food should be your medicine, even before then, before you're 40. You understand? Your food should be your medicine and the place of exercise. You should exercise. So a lot of people will come up with different kind of exercising ways of doing exercise. There are even so many apps around it. So as you should get so many apps around the mind and the place of the mind surgery. And what we are advocating for is that we should engage in critical thinking, in creative thinking, innovative thinking, thinking out of the box, developing great memory, flexibility, speed, focus. And the reason why we bring people that we see them at the high position in our society is because most of these people don't really talk. They are there. You understand? We have a lot of top people doing fantastically well. They are very quiet. They are the real celebrity of our land, not the one that perform movie and because of their visibility, because you're always seeing them on the screen, they became popular. You understand? So, but these ones, you don't see them often, but they did a lot behind the scene. Look at the founder and the chairman of Zenith Bank, for instance, Mr. Jimbovia. This man started Zenith Bank with just 20 million naira in 1990. And that was approximately then, based on the exchange rates, that was approximately about $5 million. But today, look at the worth of Zenith Bank. Within 10 years of starting it, it grew it to be like, $10 billion, something of $5 million. And that is thousands of profit. And that is the real celebrity that we're talking about. And so many other people. Tono Nimelu is an example too. You know, Dangote was an example too. So, Ochetola, these people are there. So what we're trying to say is that your mind must be able, there is a way you should be in a group, and are things that should come out of your mouth that they will be able to know that the way this person reason, I think I can tag along. Now, let me even tell you, you see, when your mind is the way your mind is so powerful, everything and everything on earth depends on it. The kind of friends you will have in your life depends on how you think largely. Even, let me tell you something. If you get married today and your mind is, the way you reason is higher than your spouse, if you did not try and walk your spouse up to your level, you will have some certain issues because your reasoning will not be tally, your ideology will not be same. You understand? The place of the mind, every clusterian and non-clusterian listening on YouTube right now, you must make conscious efforts in developing your mind. For instance, if you live in a ghetto, it will be mind surgery for you to just enter a public transport, even if you don't have a car, and go to a places like Lekki and just walk around and see beautiful edifice. It's mind surgery for you. Just see it. You don't know. the kind of work that we do, seeing beautiful things. You understand? Just leave that your ghetto. Just go to Ikeja GRA. Go to Magodo GRA. Go to places where they have beautiful things. You understand? Because the places what you see, what you listen to, what you feel helps your mind to grow. Helps your mind to grow. Let me tell you something. This is a true life story. It's our friend. Do you know this man the wife was kidnapped, and because his mind cannot take it, you understand? Immediately his BP rose up and he died. Even before they released the wife. The wife is alive now and is dead. Now, the place of your mind is very, very important. Another story I want to share. You know, when you talk about shock, there is a friend of mine too, many, many years ago. They own a school. The mother and that my friend, they were trying to do good thing. Oh, let us buy a car for the school and just show to your daddy. And not knowing that will turn around to become something else. Now, they went, they did not tell the man, they bought a car, a bus for the school. Take money from the school bus without the man consent and bought the car and said, daddy, we just bought this car. The day they showed the man that thing, the man does not have the mind to take that thing. That was the day that man died. I'm sure these are not stories from the book or somebody is calling. These are real life story that I know the life human being. So why am I talking like this? Why I'm talking like this is that the place of the mind, the place of the mind cannot be pushed away. Should be treated like a being. You must ask yourself a sincere question on a daily basis. Have I fed my mind today? What kind of thing have I even give my mind? What kind of nutrient have I given to my mind? You must, the place of mind development in nation building cannot be pushed away. Every individual, as a clustarian, when you know something, you share it freely. Because that is the only way we can build our father's land. Whether they are clustarians or they are not clustarians, it doesn't really matter. What matters is that, see, let me tell you another thing. The reason why every effort of the federal government is not like working is because of the mind. Do you know we go to school to be educated, and that education is to build our mind? It's to build our mind. Now, some people have private education, private school education. Some people have the government education, and which you know that the distance is too far. If you talk about education being the best legacy, you will know that poor education can never dovetail to anything called best. There is no correlation. Poor, best. It has to be quality and accurate to produce something called best. It must be quality. It must be accurate. It must be a correct one. And that is why I'm just dissecting something to you. Now, let me tell you another thing. Every citizen of Nigeria
Innocent,
and Africa, every
let me
citizen of
see.
Nigeria and Africa, we are all like a grand, like if that like our leaders are like farmers. There is nothing you want to put on the ground that does not have the right nutrient. Feeding the ground is like feeding our mind. You understand? With the right nutrient. If you have a ground with the right nutrient, even if a grain of maize just dropped on it like this, it will start growing because that ground have the right nutrient. The place of mind surgery, the place of feeding your mind with the right content. Don't you know what you watch have a large impact in your mind? What you see have a large impact in your mind, and later on have a large impact in your life. Here, the global clusters, we are producing the leaders, the professionals, the technocrats, and the entrepreneurs of tomorrow. And that is what we are doing. We are making effort to make sure that we produce those that will lead tomorrow, those that will champion projects in their community. And it is largely for you to know that it is developed mindsets that will actually constitute a developed nation. Why do we come up with certificate revolution? Why do we have the aspect of creating a special and a technical school in our own mother's tongue? That language of instruction will be in our own mother's tongue. It's because we want to build the people's mind. People should, regardless of the language you use in education, education is education. Education is not about English. Everybody must understand this fact. Education is not about English. Review department, please. Education is not about English. It's not how who is your English is. You know. So this morning at the mind surgery, I want everyone to have this take home that you see, if I actually want to develop if I actually want a developed nation, a developed Nigeria, it is for all of us to all come together and do our own bit in our community. Now, how do you do your own bit? Number one, you must be conscious of daily developing your mind. And that is why the Global Cluster has training every day. People said, how are you doing it? Every day you meet, every day you have training. Yes, because our problem is too much. And we must make sure that we touch base. Anyone that constantly attend, or even if you could not attend, you share, you watch the video every day, I can tell you, you are on your way to large greatness. You are on your way to, you will be so shocked what you're transforming to become.
Let me call him, please.
You'll be so shocked at what you are, becoming with all of this daily training. The Global Cluster aim is to ensure that we bring out the best, the real you. You don't know the real you until you perform all of this surgery on yourself. You can imagine today again, we're having survival strategies. You will learn survival techniques in the new normal. You understand? Tomorrow we are doing humanity revolution. You will not learn how to deal with people based on the fact that they are human beings, not because of ethnicity, not because of tribalism, not because of religiosity. On Wednesday, we're talking about genuine love. They are somewhat correlated. There's no way you want to display humanity without love. And you are a product of love. It makes you recognize who you are and what you should be producing. Every human being should naturally be producing love because we are a product of love. We should love everything around us. We should keep our environment clean. We should keep ourselves clean. We should love our life. We should love our brothers. You know, and that is why on Wednesday we go on accurate connection, how to behave with people when you meet people. If it not come from a rich home, you can connect through your competence, through your integrity. You can connect to the top through your credibility, through credible relationship, character. On Friday, and that is why we make you understand that the certificate revolution talks to you about the right education you need to get now, because education is more of personal branding. It's more of personal branding now. What do you sabi? What can you do? What do you know? And that is why every Friday we talk about the place of accurate knowledge and information revolution in nation building. And on Sunday, we talk about the people-to-people revolution, mentorship, apprenticeship, people getting to the right giant of the industry. And that is the thing that the Global Cluster is all about. We believe with this, we're creating a spark up. I'm meeting with all the who is who in this country to see them, to let them know that we cannot, if we're talking about nation building, it's about people's building. And you cannot talk about people's building without capacity building. Everybody needs training. There is nothing you are doing today. You were trained to do it. Even to walk, they taught you from home. You can see our guest speaker could not finish his story. Maybe by next week, we're going to be bringing him again so that we can enjoy his story. He's talking about the Civil War and how he was given birth to and all of that, how he got married at 21. That is my story for us. The reason why we hear people's story is for us to know so that we can, identify with it. But having said that, I want you to hold something today so that people can give their review. I don't want us to pass the time. Now, the place of feeding your mind regularly with the right nutrient, with the quality nutrient. If you are the type you watch porn every day, you are destroying your mind, you. If you are the type is accident, you are watching. Sometimes they say something happen, come and watch. I say I don't want to watch. I don't want to see. Do you understand? Don't feed your mind with the wrong content. Even the social media is full of the good, the bad, the ugly, and that's why we create a special one that is nation building, that promote morals, that promotes humanity, that advances people forward. So what we are saying here is that everybody that is that is a member of a place called third world country or a third world continent must make a conscious effort in constantly developing their mind daily for us to have a developed nation. If everyone develop their mind, their life will be developed, and so forth, they will affect their family, and everywhere will be developed. It as a result of capacity building in certain areas that has made the Black American 400 years ago become what they are today in the United States of America. Having said that, I want to stop here, and I believe you've picked one or two things, and I want to get submission from people right now. Let's get submission from the 001 from Micromagnetics Cluster of the Global Cluster, Mrs. Comfort Aderoba. What's your take on today's mind surgery? Thank you. Please unmute yourself and talk to us. Mrs. Comfort Aderoba. No, unmute. You are muted.
Can you hear me?
Yes, go ahead.
Oh, okay. It's a very beautiful thing. Mind is a very beautiful, it's the tonic of the body. And when you talk of mind, mind is human. Apart from the mind, the body is nothing. When God created man, he made man to be the head of all creations. And what is in it? It is the ability to think that makes us to be different from every other nature that God creates. There is a story I want to share with you that blew my mind and that surged me into doing, doing so greatly in my life. It's about 3 people. They are friends. One of the 3 of them had problems. They had different problems, but are similar. The first one sat in the room and started brooding. My God, what did you do to me? How do you do this? Hey, I'm going to die. Oh. The problem came to the man in the room and started boxing the man. Boxing. I want you to figure out what a problem, to see a problem as a figure. Started boxing the man, and the man started crying. The man never left the room and started emaciating. Things were getting, all the good things he had that he can use to fight were getting destroyed. Problem destroyed the man. The second one ran out of the house. There is problem in the house. I will run out. He becomes destitute. The person became destitute and started roaming around the street. The third person faced the problem. I am going to battle you until I crush you. Who creates you? I don't know where you come from, but I know who in me has given me all the tactics, all the thinking. If you come, I will face you. The third one faced the problem, and the problem left him. So the man that faced the problem now said, oh, so the problem does not have power. The power in us can actually pull out or crush the problem. He visited the man's house, the second man that ran away. His house became dilapidated. The family became scattered because of the same problem that the man faced and fought. The third one became sick because the problem had overwhelmed him and started brooding and become sick and become powerless and become pauper. Mind is very great. What a challenge are you facing that nobody has ever faced? I have not seen it. There are a lot of things people are passing through. I will send on the platform what I just watched. A man on the bed having dialysis. He's encouraging people. Can you imagine me? And he's still controlling his businesses on the sick bed. He said twice or 3 times in a week he have to face dialysis. He have to be dilated to evacuate, and he's still praising God for that. Can you imagine? So who are you? You are walking. You are walking around the street. You have the energy. You are thinking that something must be done for you. No way. Read books. Read people. Visit the great people around you. Listen to the mentors. Be a mentee under the achievers. Join group people that can make you great. Don't go to the spiritual people that will be giving you challenges and telling you that is somebody. That somebody that they are pointing to is also facing his own challenge. Be a challenge for that person. If the person is wrecking you and you don't wreck, you are also a challenge to that person. At the end of the day, that person will also be wrecked. Now, in this country, there are a lot of things we left undone. Then when I was talking on Saturday, I challenge all of us to at least plant something at the backyard. We say because we want to become, we want our environment to become neat. It can still become neat because those plants will become flower for you, and it will decorate. If you see my compound, you think I'm living in heaven. No, I put medicinal plants, and it's making me great. Now let's leave that one. Is it else that is challenging you? Read. As I'm speaking with you, I have what do you call it? Dictionary of drugs. I have this ABBA dictionary. I have everything. I read a lot. How can you challenge me? How can sickness challenge me? I pray there won't be tremor in the country, that one will not have somebody to go to for advice. I will go out and I associate a lot. When you travel, what do you see? Well, do you meet people? Do you challenge what happened on your way? Do you ask questions? So it is our mind. Don't be timid. Some people are timid because they don't know how to relate with people. They are timid. Don't be timid. Don't have low self-esteem because of your challenge. So self-esteem is a terrible thing. There are 10 things I listed that I share with my family members. Pride, procrastination, and there are a lot of them that make that weighs mind up and causes stagnation. About 10 items. I hope I will have time to express and explain all these things. I went into the archives with Bible quotes and some other belief system to find out what these things. There are a lot of things that we can fight, or we can work with, or we can work against, that can make us great. Nigeria is great. Even the Western world are eyeing us, but we don't know. It is true in the farm. Farmers are not enjoying their businesses, but because the businesses are not, because the businesses that we are talking about, the business of farming, because the business of farming is not permitted in the big way that people want to have it. It does not matter. You can still have the one that is close by. There are ways we can manage our lives in Nigeria. The government also need to do a lot of things, but you as a person have a plan B. Plan B is what we don't. In fact, you can have plan C. You can have plan B and plan C. If you are running this business, have another business beside it. It is the lazy mind that will feel that 1 million today is going to be 1 million in the next 2 years. I mean, even if it's even $1 million, what are you using that 1 million to do? That with 1 million naira, look for a way. The profit you get from that 1 million naira, get it. Have a plan B that you are going that you use it to build. Plan B that you use the reward of that 1 million naira that will nurture. That have another way of doing it. Some people don't know about in the days of our fathers. Our fathers organized Aro. The Aro is helping each other to achieve maximum profit in the farm. They have Aro. They have Owe. Owe is another beautiful program that our father used to do, and they also plant their children to work for them. Now we can't have our children working for us. Fine. How do we manage our lives? Even the young children, the young ones, who are they relating with? Then organize your day. What is my day look like? What am I going to do in the morning? What is happening in the afternoon? What is happening in the evening? When I was teaching in Lagos, I have some places I go in the evening to have lesson, to go to as lesson teachers. And at the same time, I told you I had actual fee that I do when I'm less busy. There's no time I find myself wanting in doing something great. How do we plan our day? What do we have? Even if you're on holiday, there must be something that will work for you, that will make you to go and rest well. So in a nutshell, I would want to encourage us to build our mind to work. When your mind is working, there won't be tremor. People are believing that there are tremor. No, tremors are, but you become tremor to tremor. You become tremor to tremor. People are farming where tremors are really worked. Where I watched the film of this tremor, the real tremor, that brings fire from the heart of the world. What do you call it? A volcano.
Volcano, yeah.
Yeah, I find out that some people, so in some areas in the world, they love volcano. I query myself, why would anybody or any region in the world like volcano? Do you know that volcano, there are some beautiful things in volcano? The volcano brings some beautiful gems from the heart of the ground. Volcano, I cannot believe it. Although it will destroy some people, it will some people will have to leave their areas. But the country where volcano happens, I read it well. There are some gemstones, there are some minerals that come up that they find. So in some areas now, they are happy that volcano happened to them. So immediately it happens, they will go and hunt for those things that volcano will bring. Can you imagine volcano? How can anybody believe volcano is good? I'm sure if it happens in Nigeria, everybody will say they will go there and worship Shango or Ogun or yeah. It is our mind. What happens if disaster happens? What will you do? If our business is not running well, how can you improve it? If our health is becoming devastating, in fact, we should not wait until it becomes another thing. We should study as in reading, studying as in observing, studying as in connecting and reading people, studying as in making sure that you follow the procedure of whatever you are doing. Even God does not sleep. So the Bible tells us that my people are perishing because of lack of knowledge. We are not knowledgeable enough. Why is there is one thing I listen to on TikTok, is it TikTok or wherever, that a religious group I will not mention, that says that that person was a guru in that religion. I mean, it's a leader. He was condemning his people that why are you saying these people are not good? The Western world are not good, but they are great. They are making great things happening in the world. And you say you are not going to enter Aljana. I mean, what are you talking about? They are working. If you are sick, the people that are not going to enter Aljana are the people that are making you looking better. They will revive you. They are the ones that do the infrastructure in your country. The man said, you better go and open your mind. If you think these people who are evil, they are going to hellfire, you better enjoy the health. You know, this health that they are building, and observe them very well. It's about mind. So I want to submit that everybody should wake up and think right. Even within our family, what is wrong can be straightened up. So this is my submission, sir. Thank you very much.
Amazing. A wonderful submission from the 001 from Eco-Kinetic Cluster of the Global Clusters. Having said that, let's hear from the 001 Real Estate Cluster of the Global Cluster, Ambassador Abosedeko. What's your take on today's Mind Surgery?
All right, good morning, sir. Our CEO, our Global President, good morning, sir. Good morning to everybody once again. And our mother that just spoke, Mrs. Comfort, Dr. Mrs. Comfort Aderogba. Good morning, ma. Thank you so much for enlightening us on the need to renew our mind. It's simply the attitude of renew our mind. It's simply the attitude of making sure our mind is well cultured to success. Our mind is like a workshop. Our mind is like a workshop. And at the workshop, mechanic workshop, fabricators, blacksmiths, goldsmithing, you see a lot, panel beating, mechanics, you see a lot of tools there.
Now, inside that workshop, there are some tools that are good, that are active, that they are using presently. And there are some that they have used and they are no longer usable. If you enter the workshop, you have the knowledge to do something with those tools. Which one are you going to pick? You are going to pick the one that is still that can still be used to achieve the repair you want to do, or the fabricating, or whatever you want to do. And sure, you're not going to pick the ones that are there, that are rusted, that are no longer usable, that have been abandoned. No, you are going to pick the one that are useful. So the mind is like that. There are many things in the mind. There are some that will come good, there are some that will suggest bad, but you are the owner of your mind. So you must be able to you are the chief caretaker of your mind. You are the custodian of your heart, of your mind. So you are the one that decide what to work with in your mind, what tools you work with to get the result. You are the one that will decide that I want to ignore the ones that are not useful and make impact in the world. We just have to, renew our mind to positivity. We have to renew our mind to success. We have to renew our mind to results. And then we have to engage our mind in results-oriented, projects. We have to be conscious of the fact that we want to achieve and never allow the failures, all those tools that are no longer useful, the failures to bring us down. Now, whatever you decide you want to achieve, sincerely speaking, you can achieve it. Like I remembered when the global cluster kicked off, my boss, Ambassador Adekunle Badmus, started it. And just a few of us, and thinking, it was something that he kicked up, and he kept on saying division. He kept on, I remember he kept on saying it. And at the time, those lines he was saying, we are a group of professionals, upcoming professionals, entrepreneurs, upcoming, all those things at the time began to ring bell in my brain. And today, see where we are. Whatever you want to become in life, you determine it by yourself. It's a script, and the pen is in your hands. You can write the script the way you want it to be. You can design the script, and you can also act it out the way you want it to be. You cannot accept failure. Your mind must be made to getting the best out of life. And I think that if all of us in this country can decide to contribute a quota, just a quota, into the development of this country, greatness will be achieved. The attitude of the I don't care attitude must be kept aside. It must be dropped. The lackadaisical attitude of people to things that affect humanity, that affect the progress of the country. What keeps Americans going? Americans love their country. Americans, immediately they had said their national anthem, see some of them sharing tears. They love that song, I'm proud to be an American. I'm free. When they are singing that song, you see passion. Nigerians, we need to have passion. As a man, as human beings, our mind must be recreated towards development, positive development. If we all can do that, we will not only lift the nation, we will also lift ourselves. And like our mother said, get closer to good mentors, people that have achieved. Like I heard mommy this morning, I think I'm blessed and I'm impressed and I'm encouraged. She's my senior colleague, and I'm also encouraged hearing her. So we need to be hearing such people that will give us the courage. And if our mind can be taken, if our mind can be captured, honestly speaking, there is no stops in life that can pull us down. There's no situation that can pull us down. You have to just keep moving and keep moving until you get there. Thank you very much, sir, for this opportunity. I pray that our minds will definitely be renewed for greatness. Thank you so much, sir. I appreciate.
Amazing. Thank you very much. That is the voice of the 001 Real Estate Cluster of the Global Clusters. Let's hear from Dr. Juliet Omorigwa. What's your take on today's Mind Surgery? Dr. Juliet Omorigwa. Dr. Juliet, are you there? Dr. Juliet.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Good morning, Dr. Ambassador Adekunle Badmus, the president of the Global Clusters. Good morning, sir. Good to hear from you. Good to be here this morning. Good morning, great clusterians. Good morning, everyone. Greetings. Greetings to you all. I'm happy to be here this morning. I'm happy to be here in this segment of the mind surgery. It's been a while, but I thank God for his mercies. I thank God for his grace, for his guidance as well over my life and everything that concerns me. Wow, I have been listening to the program, the mind surgery, and I am so intrigued. I am blessed. I am happy about the topics or the evaluations, what has been raised so far, hearing from this Mama, Dr. Mrs. Comfort, and then Ambassador Abosede. In fact, talking about the volcano eruption, good things can actually come out from volcano, that's, is highly feared by many. It's mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing. That tells us that good things can come out of bad things. Good things can come out of our challenges. Whatever we are going through, there is, when you look into it, it's actually something that we're going through it for a while because of what is going to come out of it. Gold are not seen in the surface, and even before you get that gold, it passed through the fire. So that tells us that good things can actually come out of something that is very critical. I tell you the truth, because looking at my life as a case study at some point, it tells me a lot that good things can actually come out of seemingly impossible situations. Yes, seemingly impossible situations. In fact, there should be nothing as impossible. There should be nothing as impossible. Yes, because there are times that you think that your own is over or is finished. But when you summon that courage, and begin to live positively, like the other speakers have so much dealt with, looking at the case study of those individuals. Even Ambassador, talked about some individuals that even their mind, hearing some things alone, has deterred them and led to their passing. You can imagine that. So that tells us a lot, that we should at all points in time surround ourselves with positive stuff, positive information, positive things. Yes, we should, at all times, find ourselves jacking back, coming back to life, whatsoever situation that seems to want to deter us or give us challenge. Let's just brace up and see good things from it. Because if I had remained where men thought I would be, because I have had a lot of discouragement, so much, in my life, that I will not even 1 inch near where I am, by grace, by God today. I won't. If I had stayed back and not want to make a move. You see, in my life, at a point, even where I am, there was a time that I have no home. I have no place to stay. Even in the land of Abuja,
I had no place to stay. There was a time that I was squatting. I was even squatting with a squatter, And at those points, it will get to a point whereby even the person you are squatting, they will come up with excuse that they are coming, their relatives are coming, you have to leave. And then I'll get to the road with my things. I will be crying. I'll be crying. I will still get back to my place. I will still get back to where I came from and stay there a while. And then I'll brace up again and say, no, you know what? I don't want to stay here. I will receive calls of people telling me that, look, you have to just stay there, stay there, stay there. You don't have to go. You don't. I said, no, I know I don't belong. There's something in me telling me that I don't have to stay there. So I will still brace up and return back to the city. And then I continued like that, doing many jobs and all of that. But I know that there's somewhere for me at the top. I just know. I kept on being positive, being around people that can, motivate me at those points. I kept on being positive about life, and God came through for me. And things are no longer the same. That to the point whereby I can afford to keep people to stay even with me for a longer period of time, as the case may be. So life is about, not seeing oneself, no matter where you are. No matter where you are, I am not where I want to be yet, but I know I'm not where I used to be. So that is what the mindset will keep selling and telling people out there. No matter the situation, you are not where you want to be yet, but you must keep looking up. You must keep being positive. You must keep being positive. Otherwise, there are people that have just a little challenge. They be attempting suicide and all manners. It is because they are wrongly programmed. It's because they are depressed. I know people are going through so much depression here and there, stuffs here and there, some that you might not even be able to reach. Yes, but the little or as much as we can do, we keep helping people out, talking to them positively. A case study was made about 2 plants. One of the plants, I believe most of us have heard about it. One of the plants, both plants were supposed to grow, yes, together, but one, no word was spoken to it. And then the other one, positive words kept getting to the other one. The other one that was there just like that, a time came when that one could not survive. And then the other ones, came up. That is how it is. It's not just about, we know that natural occurrences can happen to both of them, but one grew better than the other. Natural occurrences can happen, but in spite of that, we must keep on being positive, declaring positive affirmations to ourselves on a daily basis. Positive affirmations, because that really, really helps a lot. It helps a lot. So we can't overemphasize the need of this platform. Yes, we can't overemphasize the need of being positive on a daily basis. It's so much, yes, on our daily lives. It impacts on us. And God will always see us through, as he has done before. Thank you, Doctor. Thank you, everyone. Ambassador Fares, Ambassador Dari, First Lady, everybody. I miss you all. May God bless you, and may God keep us alive in Jesus' name. Amen.
Right. Our time is fast spent though, and this one is so interesting. It's multiple mind surgery. Thank you, Dr. Juliet Omorigua, for that great submission. And I would want to hear from some certain people before we close. So we might be closing around 10:30 this morning. Let's hear from the Diction Guru. What's your take on today's mind surgery revolution? Glossian Forex.
Thank you, my noble president. Good morning, sir. And I want to appreciate our global first lady in absentia. And I want to thank everyone listening to me right now. It's a privilege to be here this morning. Thank God for his mercies. I would like to start from the point where you mentioned, when you get to a certain age, like as soon as you clock 40, be conscious of the kind of food you eat when you clock 40. And it got me thinking, it means there are certain things you feed on that your body cannot process anymore. You cannot really process it anymore. So you have to stay away from foods like that. Many people, or some people, once they clock that age and you tell them, you have clocked 40, stop eating this. They tell you, no, I'm not feeling anything. Not knowing that it's not about the feeling, because you cannot see your internal organs like with your naked eyes. It is when you go for checkups or stuff, that's when you discover that, oh, something is wrong. Thank God for our global president's life. He went through a surgery some time ago and God saw him through. Thank God for his life. And we're grateful to God that he went for that. It was when he was examined. That was when it was, oh, thank God, it's at the early stage. And thank God, we have a good story today, or report. So if we feed our mind with garbage, then it blocks our proper thinking faculty. Results you get solely depend on your mind. That's what we have been learning. Your mind. It is not how much you have in your bank account or somebody you're expecting. Let him just give me 4 million naira, then I will start the business. No, it's your mind first. That's what I've been learning. And I keep telling people, okay, you don't have to be a clusterian to participate, like enjoy what we're enjoying. Just join our meetings. I think Ambassador, we still had a conversation a few days ago or last week, and he was still telling me, let this person that wants to do this thing, this business, just tell him to, join what we are already doing. You understand? Something bigger than what he is thinking. We cannot really do what he wants now, but let him plug into what is already on ground. So your mind is it's where that's where everything comes from. If you're going to do well, it starts from your mind. And if you're going to fail, then maybe you have said to yourself, this thing is very hard for me. I will not be able to get it done. And as soon as you have formed that wall in your mind, it's going to be very difficult there's nothing anybody says. If you're saying, I cannot do it, it'll be very difficult to do. I saw a short clip last week of a school two pupils from that school. I just saw them, practicing what parents or married people do, like love making. And it got me to tears. And in fact, I found it very difficult to send it to anybody. Like, what kind of thing is this? This is something we're talking about, mind surgery. An ambassador also mentioned something. He said, are you so much into porn, like pornography? That's what you see every time. It will damage your mind. You will not be able to think of anything good. That's what your mind will be occupied with, that mess. So it means that the mind is very, very powerful. It's a powerful tool. You may not have the money, you may not have all it takes, but if your mind and you're working towards it, not just you're sleeping, you're not doing anything. No, you're working towards it. You're working, you're pushing. Then you will make something out of your life. Then finally, sir, thank you. I want to quickly read out this thing. The mind is not exactly the same as the brain, though they are closely related. The brain is a physical organ, a tangible structure made of neurons, blood vessels, and other cells. It can be seen, touched in a lab or surgery, and studied using tools like MRIs or CT scans. Then the last part, the mind, on the other hand, refers to the non-physical aspects of consciousness, thoughts, emotions, memories, imagination, and self-awareness. It's more about what the brain does, its processes and experiences. So in summary, the brain is the hardware, the mind is the software. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you, everyone.
Amazing. That is a very great submission from Cluster Fares. Let's hear from the AI tycoon, the person of Cluster Afolabi David. What's your take on today's mind surgery revolution? Abidari, okay, if it's not available, let's hear from the OO2 certificate revolution of the global cluster, Cluster Coyote Oyudot, aka Master Gen. What's your take on today's mind?
Thank you very much, sir. Our global president, Ambassador Dr. Adekunle Badmus. I greet you, everybody, all great clustering that is present on the call today, all our speakers, our mommy, everyone that has spoken. Thank you so much for all this great mind surgery you have given us today. We are so grateful for it, and I urge everyone that has came late to please go back on the Global Cluster YouTube to listen to this mind surgery of today again, because no matter what anybody wants to do in life, it comes from your mind first. Your mindset comes first, like everybody have said. So there's nothing I can add to just agree with what everybody have said and to contribute that mindset first, and our subconsciousness matters. No matter the situation where we find ourselves today, everything starts from what we know, from when we know how to speak, when we know how to think, and when we know how to communicate with others. So everything starts with our mindset first. If you believe that you can achieve something great, you are going to achieve it if you put your mindset on it. If you believe you're going to fail and that's your mindset, obviously you will fail. Recently, I saw one video on TikTok where a pastor was saying a man that called himself El Shaddai, Shaddai. You understand? So our mindset comes first. Let us feed our mind with greatness, with integrity, with positivity. Let us abstain from any negativity that will damage our mind, that will now affect our own environment. Because if you are happy, people around you will be happy, you will be great around people. If you are a sad, depressed human being, it's from your mindset and your environment, and that's what you will give out back to the nature. And like our global president always say, that our mindset is like a land. Yes, if it's fertile, imagine how great it will be. So let us treat our mind so great, like we would like to treat ourselves. Thank you so much for this opportunity, sir. Thank you, everyone.
All right. Thank you, Master Genie. Thank you for that wonderful contribution. Let me call on Madam Adejoke Adeleke. Please kindly unmute in 2 minutes and give us your contribution. Madam Adejoke Adeleke, are you there? Okay, if she's not there, Mr. Daniel Ebo. Mr. Daniel Ebo, please kindly unmute and talk to us. Mr. Daniel Ebo, are you there? Okay. Mr. Folabi, are you there? Please, can you unmute and talk to us?
Yeah, good morning, my brother. I've been having issues with my network. So don't know what's wrong with the network this morning. And thanks today. I'm so happy to be on the call today. You know, our today's lectures is very, very, very wonderful. I have to agree with Ed. He's saying we can be anything in life if you have the right mind. If you have the right mind. So, like the illustration I used to give, that a cat can become a lion if he has the mindset of a lion. He may not be a lion physically, but in spirit, in mind, in its output, he can be a lion. So our mind is everything, and whatever we set our mind to, whatever we feed our mind is what it will bring out. Whatever we have in our mind is what we will say. So we just have to set our mind with the right things, be in the midst of the right people that will feed our mind with positive things, so that it will bringing out positive thing. It will be that positivity will reflect in our life, and it will shows. So that's what I have to say this morning. Thank you, my brother, and thanks everyone on the call today.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. We want to appreciate everyone for showing up today. We have really, really done justice to that. But before we go, I want to hear from Clusterian Joshua for the person that will contribute today for the mind surgery revolution. Clusterian Joshua, please kindly give your submission, then we'll round up.
Good morning to my active presidents. My greetings to everyone on call today.
Network, these are network exactly.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me, please?
No, it's breaking. Can't hear you well.
Can you hear me now?
Okay.
Get a little.
Okay now.
All right. I need to change my environment. Okay. I hope I can be heard better now.
Yeah. Better.
All right. Yeah. Thank you. All right. Yeah. I have to first and foremost appreciate the visionary of this great platform, person of our president, Ambassador Adekunle Badmus. Thank you very much, sir, for all you've been doing. And I appreciate everyone who has been contributing to the success of Global Cluster. A lot has been said this morning. One thing about the mind is the success and failure of anyone on this earth begins with the mind. So if you're going to excel, you're going to succeed, or otherwise, the failure, it begins with the mind. That's why the mind is our battlefield. So the battles conquered is what will generate the success. But those ones that conquered us, that we did not really overcome, those battles are the ones that will lead to failure. So we have to be mindful of whatsoever thing we feed on, whatever we read, whatever we listen to, think about. So it's very important, very, 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 very important. All right. So now this world is filled with a lot of things, but it is now left to us to decide those positive things that we are going to really put in our mind that will work for us. If you listen to a lot of music these days, you're just polluting the mind of mostly our young ones. Watch music videos portraying nudity and all sorts. So if we see what these young ones are doing in the society today, it's one of the things that they'll be feeding on, what they are watching. Look at our social media. And most of these people that are content creator, they want more view, they want more followers. It's by doing all these things that is not relevant. that is not adding up to our society, because they know that this is what people like to feed on. So we should be mindful of whatsoever thing we listen to, whatsoever thing we read, books we read. Also, there's a way that it gets to us, that it broadens our mind. So whatever we think about also really matters. We stay positive in our thinking, right? Have this positive attitudes. We have positive attitudes as a result of positive thoughts in our mind, and as well our environment has a lot to do with our mind. Ambassador said it earlier, right? Whenever we go, sometimes we have to go to places and see things that will renew our mind. Sometimes when I'm out of my vicinity here, and I'll see beautiful houses, cars, and I'll just look like these people that have all these things, not that they have two heads. All right, we understand that some can be into a lot of things, but we still have people who are genuinely making this money in the right way. So they don't have two heads. So it has a way of affecting our mindset. So environment really matters a lot, and also keeping the right company. I was talking to someone recently. The person, she's into a lot, but one of the things that the person does is makeup. So someone invited her to do makeup for her, and when she got to the place, she discovered that this person is a really big woman. Like, she has made it really big. She's living large, has a lot. And the woman, after doing the job for her, the woman liked her job, and she was like, she would like her to come and work for her. And she was telling this very young lady that she was going to offer her a good amount of money. And the lady told me that while she was watching, listening to her, she was like, how much is the amount of money that you want to use that will worth my value? And when she said that, I was like, whoa, this is the kind of people that someone should have some kind of relationship with, have discussion with, because she's looking, she said, for the fact that she can have such, that she also, nothing stops her from having that kind of wealth that she has. So this is kind of people that they have broadened their mind. They are not limiting themselves, not looking down that, oh, let me just, whatever that she wants to give, I work under her. But she has this mindset that I can even be better than this person. So working with people with right mindsets, who think outside the box, have a lot to do with our mindset. So thank you very much. This is my submission.
Wow. Great. Thank you, Cluster and Apostle, for that great submission of yours. And I want to appreciate everyone for coming by today. I want to thank you. Today's mind surgery should be shared viral. You can even download it on YouTube and make sure you make it go viral. I know why I'm talking like this, because this will help a lot of people. A lot of stories have been shared, how you can your program by what you do constantly, how your mind is being programmed, how your mind is your abundance, and how your mind is your survivor, and how your mind can make you poor, and how you can even make your mind, because of the state of your mind, and make you have a family death. You understand? So it's really very important that we develop our mind. Why? Because it is a developed mindset that actually constitutes a developed nation. And how a nation, how was it formed? It is a consortium of individuals coming together that form a family. And it is a consortium of families that forms community, or a local government, as we call it in Nigeria. And it is a consortium of communities that form a state, or a province, as we call it in some other places. And it is a consortium of this province, our state, our cities, that largely form a nation. And this consortium of nations that forms a continent. And it's a consortium of continents that forms the whole world. So, our brothers and sisters, so you can see that if everyone has a developed mindset, we're going to have a developed society. Having said that, thanks for having me today. I'm Ambassador Dr. Adekunle Badmus, the global president of the Global Clusters Worldwide, and I'm an ambassador to National Youth Council of Nigeria and the Republic of Turkey, and I'm UN ambassador for quality and affordable education throughout the whole of Africa. It doubles as UN diplomat of government bilateral trade in the whole of Africa. Tonight, we're going to be meeting on survival strategy in the new normal. The new normal started during COVID, and from COVID to now, we have faced several new normal. You need to come and learn how to survive in this new normal. You understand? You know, cashless policy was new normal to us. Change of currency was new normal to us. Fuel subsidy removal from 180 to 5 something to almost 1,000 naira. It's a new normal to us. No more CBN rate to travelers like us is a new normal to us. And no more CBN rate for people that want to study abroad and people that want to import stuff into the country. These were actually new normal to us. So how do we survive in this new normal? So come and learn between 5 to like 7, 8. It depends on how many speakers we're having this evening. We're going to be welcoming everyone that has contributed to come and share what they have, the services that they are into, you know, this evening, so that it can be a survival technique to people in this new normal. So thank you very much. I believe that today's Mind Surgery has been able to jumpstart you. Share with a friend and your family. Let them watch this. Even share with your children. So have a fruitful day ahead. Thank you. Bye for now.